Tubular.
Bogus.
Bodacious.
Radical.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Hidden Doors and High Scores, a podcast where four dudes talk about video games. We have been gone for a couple weeks, but we are back and we are ready to talk about this gnarly game. I'm Austin.
I'm Garrett.
And I'm John.
And I'm Chris. And today we're talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. I'm not going to do the voice anymore. Which is it's a beat 'em up. It's inspired by the arcade cabinet game that we all grew up playing, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, it just came out pretty recently, and it definitely feels like a spiritual success for it just absolutely nails the arcade beat 'em up feel for me. You can play single player, but I think the coolest thing about this game is that it's up to 6-player co-op, and you can play as all four turtles plus who else can you play as? You can play as
April O'Neil.
Yeah, April O'Neil. You can play as
Master Splinter.
Master Splinter, that's the other one. Duh. I never played as him, so I forgot. Oh, and you can unlock Casey Jones too, right? Which is sweet. All your favorite Turtles characters.
Yeah, even better than the original arcade cabinet, which was 4-player co-op. This is 6-player co-op.
Yeah.
And it's split screen or online.
Super cool. This game is very simple. It's just an arcade beat 'em up. I don't know that I have much to say about it other than I fucking loved it. And yeah, it's not that complicated. It's a lot of button mashing and there's some combos and stuff, but
Yeah, I would say there's more moves than a regular arcade game. Like literally before you start the game, that shows you the tutorial of extra moves that you can do. You can do slides, flips, like jump attacks, jump special moves. Like there's more than a basic game, but it is still pretty simple.
Still very basic.
even with knowing all that stuff, I definitely was just spamming the attack button the whole time.
Obviously.
Mixing in some jumps here and there. Like it's not that complicated.
There's co-op moves where you have to like jump kick into them and then they hit you.
Yeah. All right, here we go. I'm ready.
Dynamite strike.
Yeah.
There's 2 modes on it. There's the story mode, which is 17 levels, and there's secrets in the levels. And then there's arcade mode, where you get 3 lives, and if you get a certain amount of score, you can get more lives. And it seems like you can only get 1 continue, and then the next one, it kind of kicks you out. But you can, if you're playing co-op and there's people still alive, you can just exit the game and come back in and join back in. So almost endless if no one dies.
Yeah. And the story mode is definitely like you can play like 3 or 4 levels and then it'll save your progress and you can leave. There's an XP system and your characters like level up and get better. It's not exactly an RPG. There's a set thing which is cool, but it's character by character. So you literally have to level up Donatello and get all those things. And then if you want to play again with Michelangelo, you got to do it all again.
And each guy can get 10 levels. I think about the course of the game gives you enough experience to get 10 levels. So you'd have to essentially beat it that many times, which I tried to do. And then I ended my play session, went back into the game, and 4 of the characters I got to level 10 were at level 3. So I stopped that.
Oh no.
Yeah, the game definitely has a couple hiccups in the programming side of it.
It feels a little bit like they pushed it out without really testing for all the bugs.
Yeah, because I know we were going through that one arcade mode and it just like was doing like random things and then quit us out. Bosses are invisible to one character and not everyone else, and it's just you just have to sit there.
That same bug has occurred for me once through every playthrough I've done with a co-op player. So the boss will go invisible to one of the characters, and then the other player is still fighting the boss. So you're just jumping around like, where is he?
Just a minute. Oh, how to choose.
Let's use this time. Invisible? Can you see him? I can't.
Yeah.
I can't see any rats. I'm just jumping around.
What?
Oh my god, I can't see anything.
Oh, damn it.
Just a minute.
Wait, it's saying go for me.
Dude, your game is all fucked up.
Oh
I don't
my
know.
God.
I only played local co-op, and that never happened. So that's interesting.
Okay.
Well, let's talk about the people who left us all these wonderful bugs.
So, developer of this fantastically, perfectly made game is Tribute Games, independent game developer. They're a Canadian. 2011 is when they were created. A couple of the guys who created it are Ubisoft ex-employees. Things they've worked on, I guess, have been Scott Pilgrim vs. the World and
game.
The Game
Great
and
game.
TMNT.
Legitimately, I can't tell if Garrett was being serious or not about calling that.
I'm very serious.
Okay.
If you're a fan of Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the game is it's a beat 'em up. It's an arcade style beat 'em up of the entire story, and it's great. All the bosses, the evil X's.
I absolutely would play that. I freaking love that movie. Let's talk about the story of this game. I finished the story mode of this game. Did anybody else finish the whole story?
Yep.
I did too.
The cutscenes are
Can
very
anybody
short.
explain to me what the story is other than they
Not at all.
hijacked the Statue of Liberty and turned it into a big evil robot?
Spoilers.
That's all I got.
And also, Shredder does get his revenge for a second.
Spoiler.
It's literally just a greatest hits of like Turtles villains, and
Yep.
you just beat them up, and there's like some dialogue that doesn't make any sense, and the story makes no sense whatsoever, and it doesn't matter because it's a Turtles beat 'em up, and it's totally radical.
Destroy the turtles.
Let's talk about the combat.
If you have 6 people in your game with you, this game is it's impossible to be hard.
Yeah.
I feel like they don't correctly increase the difficulty based on the players. I didn't
feel like there was any difficulty scaling from 1 to 2 at all.
Yeah, and with 4 people, like literally someone can just do their special and the other 3 can taunt and get their specials back in like standing right next to the person doing the special, so they're totally invincible.
You just have specials taking up the entire screen the whole game, and yeah. We haven't done this, but we should just play a run without using specials. I think that would make this game way more interesting.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It actually make it a little like challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say the total length of the game is 2 hours at best.
Shorter than that. Hour and a half.
If you're playing, if you play the whole campaign on Gnarly, you'll have to redo a few levels.
Oh yeah, okay, never mind. On Gnarly, maybe
on
2
Gnarly,
hours.
I'd say 2 hours. If you're not playing on Gnarly, yeah, an hour and a half at best.
That's about it. I think it took me just over 2 hours to beat it solo.
All right, should we go to final thoughts?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, I think this game is it delivers exactly what it promises on the tin. It is a punchy, satisfying box full of nostalgia. The fact that the campaign's only 2 hours long at best is not something to really recommend it for $25. Also, some visual glitches and dead guys still attacking you and bosses becoming invisible is pretty bad. The worst glitch that we had when we played was that we were an hour into an arcade run, which you got to play through in one session, and the game just froze up, and we all just had to force quit. And that is a brutal loss of progress, and in the words of this game, a major bummer. And really all I can say with that is I really enjoyed the game for all the nostalgic feels that it gave me. I don't think for 2 hours of campaign it's worth $25. I think if it goes on sale for 10, I think it's worth picking up. Or, I mean, if you're just craving that nostalgia buzz with some of your friends, maybe it'll be worth it to you, but I didn't think the gameplay was compelling enough or interesting enough to warrant a $12 an hour price tag.
Currently, I'm 11 hours in, and I have played this game through with multiple friends. This is purely a nostalgia bomb, and I loved every second of it. I personally would pay $25. I love Turtles in Time. I played the arcade game a ton, so I loved it. I probably will play it again if someone else gets it. If you kind of want an arcade feel, it's a little buggy. Yeah, I could see you waiting for $10, but I feel like it's a game it's either for you or not for you. So I'm gonna recommend it at $25. I loved it, despite the bugs. I loved it.
Yeah. I mean, I played like a little bit of the campaign, didn't go through all of it. I didn't, because I kind of started playing campaign and then we decided to do the arcade mode with I think it was 5 of us or 4 of us, whoever it was. And then it just, I don't know. We didn't get a clean run the entire time. Like it just was glitch. I couldn't see the boss. Someone else couldn't see the boss. Enemies that are grayed out are still attacking me. The glitchiness of it was just not, it just didn't impress me. I did enjoy it. I had fun. It was a fun game to just sit there and smash attack constantly. Like, I mean, hell, that's fun in any kind of beat 'em up style game. It's great. But the glitches aside, I couldn't wreck it for 25 unless they fix it and clean up a couple of those bugs and errors that they're having. But right as of now, no, I don't recommend for 25.
I'm with Garrett here. I got caught up in the nostalgia wave. Fucking loved every second of it. I'm gonna keep playing it. I played through the campaign with one character. I'm gonna play through it with all of them. Like I loved it. The story's nothing to write home about. I don't care. I don't care because I want to run around as a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle and beat up bad guys, and I don't give a shit about the story. I never ran into any of the bugs because I never played online. I mean, I played through the game solo and then local co-op, and I had no bug issues at all. I didn't even try the arcade mode because I was having too much fun playing the story. I loved the set pieces. I loved the music. I loved everything about it. Everything about it. Can't recommend it enough. At $25, absolutely. Less than that, even more absolutely. I love it.
Cool. Well, I think that's going to do it for us here at Hidden Doors and High Scores. Until next time, I'm Austin.
I'm Garrett.
I'm John.
And I'm Chris. You can find us at HDHS Gaming on all the social media platforms. Make sure to follow us on Twitter for notifications about our episode releases, and check us out on Twitch to see what we're playing and talking about. All those links and a link to our Discord will be in the show notes for this episode. Come and join us on Discord and send us questions and comments and hop in and play Turtles with us with 6 people, because that's fucking awesome. We hang out there and play games there every night, and we like it when people join in. I totally keep dibbling those radical babs.